for our last 2 hours.
Master Class with Jonathan Prichard here in Denver, Colorado. So first we're going to cover the whip it good and what we went through. So there are many different versions of a whip, and I prefer to dance all of them. So I'm not looking for one way to do a whip. Where we show you some mechanics that make any whip really work better. Yeah?
One of the things that I like to change about the whip is understanding the technique and flow of the dance. If we have one base that we start with, we should probably fill that through all of our basic concepts. So within this whip, we have 3.5 steps this direction, and we have 5.5 the other direction. So I think of 1, 2, 3, and being this length on this side, and it finishes out down line for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you look at that, it should have a progressive movement to it. So if I did like 10 whips in a row, I'd fall out the window.
So next we talked about leaders needing one lead per direction, send to receive. So what we did is we had you walk this whip by sending, letting go, receiving, and then sending to receive. It gets confusing to me when I get a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then again 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now,
So
if you're looking to do a power whip, that's exactly the position you would use. 2, 3, and 4. If you're going to pop that, that would work. But we're talking about having a consistent whip so that I can feel the differences and changes if you're going to pop that whip. And a lot of you pop it all the time. Yeah.
Followers, you talk about your power being in 2 different directions or 2 different points.
Forward and back. The best place to find this is go to a flight of stairs. Walk up 2 stairs, back down 2 stairs. Up 2 stairs, back down 2 stairs. And you're going to find where I need your counterbalance ready to move forward and back. So followers, I recommended also that I don't think we put on is that my release of my hip is in relation. This is a moment I move through, not to. I wouldn't end my dance here unless my leader asked me to or I was wanting to hit something in the music. So when I weight my left foot on 6, I don't start releasing my hip until I actually look for my leader's release, and that's when I time it out.
You'll see the leaders on the other side, even if they're fast with this, the minute that they pick this foot up, that's when she starts.
That's when I start picking up my foot. That's when I
So
start.
leaders for us, I want to do the same thing. I want to be on top of my 6. So as I settle down, I start the direction for my follower. I have to settle and draw. The same my follower has to settle and drive.
So I talked about them on the other side of the whip. 1, 2, 3, and I will allow that drive to drive me forward if the leader gives me the space. And then we talked about tracking your followers' whip.
Remember when the follower was doing this alone without us, if she was just put her hands ahead of her, her arms and her shoulders would make adjustments relative to her stepping. All right, so leaders, I need to help facilitate that moment right there. I encourage this side of the body to step forward for the rotation. So I bring it in, 1, 2, I let it go back, then forward is what I'm aiming towards in my middle part of my whip. Yes?
Yeah.
Our foundation was a whip and close, right? Triple, we anchored, back 1, 2, hook and draw, down, line for the basic. Then we did 1 for close position. It was 1, 2, hook and open, 5, post the 6 leaders. Keeping extension here for 7 and 8, drawing forward for 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 from the side over here. Triple, anchor, whip, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, run on by or run in shirt, 3, 4, 5,